So we're going to go from here, and we're going to start from the top, starting with a message from a pro coder. Question number 1. Do you watch anime? If so, what's your favorite one? I do watch anime, actually. I don't watch it a lot or often, but I do. And my favorite anime series kind of flips between One Punch Man and Godzilla Singular Point. And your second question, is it possible you can play Undertale live? I'm gonna have to say no on that one. Like, it would just be me dying for hours straight. Also, I don't know if you can get it on console. Next message from Glitchblade. Congrats, man, you earned it. Thank you so much. Glitchblade, I know you've been a supporter of the channel for a while. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And he says, what is your favorite pterosaur? My favorite pterosaur. Quetzalcoatlus, or Quetzalcoatl, or whatever you want to call it. And question 2, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Nothing. I had nothing. Question from Tatum. Sorry, I'm gonna absolutely butcher your name if I try to say it, so I'm just gonna go with Tatum. What started you to be a streamer? So, I kind of started streaming the same way I started content creation, and I see you asked that underneath for your second question, so I'm gonna hold off on that. But I just started streaming because I remember I watched a video from Otsudarva in one of his weekly compilations. He's a DVD YouTuber. And he said that if you ever feel bad about not uploading content, or like when he does, he just streams. Because it's an easy way to make content and to get stuff out without like sitting there and having to edit. So I decided, I felt bad about not posting videos, I would just stream a little, you know? The next question we have from him is, why did you become a Pillar Chase 2 content creator? Quite frankly, I can't exactly tell you. I've never really had a passion to make content for any game. Like, I played Dead by Daylight for 5.7 thousand hours, and never once did it occur to me to make content for that game. But when it came to Pillar Chase, there's one thing I've always loved doing, and it was just kind of teaching people how to play games. I always liked teaching my friends how to play DVD or how to play it better, and I was new to Pillar Chase, fresh community, there weren't many content creators at the time. I decided that I'd throw my hat in the ring, try making content, and to try and teach people about characters, or specifically characters I like. Like, for example, Melodicus. We got a question from Alexander, or Alex Sander. When did you get addicted / became a big fan of dinosaurs and Godzilla or something like that? So this one, this is going to be a long story, but to make it a bit shorter, when I was a kid, when it was like the middle of the night, I used to sneak downstairs. So my dad would always fall asleep in the living room with the TV on. And we had cable back then, so it was like a bunch of movies would be playing and they'd all have set times to play and you couldn't pick it, so if you fell asleep with the TV on, it would just keep playing movies. And I used to sneak downstairs and just go hide under one of the desks, and I would sit there for a little and watch the movies that were playing. But one night when I snuck downstairs, there was a Godzilla movie playing. Now usually I would go down there and I would hide for like 10-20 minutes, and then I would go back upstairs and I would just go to sleep. But with the Godzilla movie, I don't know what it was about that movie, but it just completely enraptured my little child attention. And I remember I sat there watching the entire movie from start to finish. And I'm pretty sure that movie, the first ever Godzilla one I watched, was Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, or it was, I think, it's one of the Godzilla movies with Mechagodzilla. There's been a lot of them, but it's one of them. What is your currently biggest fear, if you have one? I have 2 fears, but my biggest one is thalassophobia, which is the fear of deep water. And question 3, how did you originally get the name Mazm? I'm gonna keep it straight with you. It's very hard to remember. I think I've always kind of had the name. So when I first got given a PlayStation, it was when I was young. I was like maybe 10 or 9. My grandfather, he's an avid gamer, and he got the new PS5. No, it was a PS5, was it? God, how old is the PS5? I'm sidetracking. But he gave us a PlayStation 4. I think it's because he got a new one, but he gave it to us. I remember the original username my dad put in was M space GRR, which is kind of random. And I remember I just took the M from the start of that. I took the A. If you guys don't know, the A is the second letter of my in a real life name. So I kind of took the M, took the A, which is the second letter of my username and my real life name, and then I have no idea where the Z and the other M came from. But yeah, that's about the origin of the Mazm name. Outside of Roblox, oh sorry, I didn't read his name. From George Nugent, I probably butchered that. Outside of Roblox, what's your favorite game? It flip-flops a lot. I kind of switch between games, but personally, I would have to go with Dead by Daylight. And when did this addiction for kaijus and dinos start happening? I already spoke about the kaiju, so I'll speak about the dinos. And for the dinos, I've always just had an obsession with them. Like, from as long as I can remember. But I think what really solidified it was when I was a kid, again. I wasn't sneaking. I didn't sneak this time. But when I was a kid, my mom brought me out to watch Jurassic Park 3. And I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Which is why the Spinosaurus is my favorite dino. Message from Spag. Happy 6K subs. Thank you. Numero uno. What is your favorite Godzilla kaiju / kaiju in general and why? So my first one is Kiryu. Because, of course, he's a Mecha Godzilla. He has one of my favorite designs. And Mecha Godzilla was like one of the first opponent kaiju I saw in a Godzilla movie, which is the very movie that got me to start watching it in general. And then I remember what really solidified me as a Godzilla fan was Godzilla 2014, which is also why I like the Muto so much. But hands down, Kiryu, love him. Amazing design. And numero dos, what is your favorite skin in Pillar Chase 2? I would say one of Nilo's legendaries, but just to piss Gally off, I'm gonna say Gold Nilo. Dylan Crazy, I was crazy once. That, Dylan, what did you do to your username? Here's a question. How did it feel to start a YouTube channel, and what is the best thing that happened to your channel? Also, well done on... Wait, what? And well done for hitting 6K subs. How did it feel? It felt a little stressful, I won't lie. A bit anxious, because I had never tried to be a YouTuber before. I never really put myself out there for the whole world to see. So it was kind of like a new experience for me. It was a bit nerve-wracking, but it ended up all pretty well. Faker Killed said, holy shit, it's beautiful. Okay, I don't know what that means. Legendary Alex, congrats. While I'm suffering on EXE Diamond, I'm going to cancel it until he gets buffed. Buddy, I got bad news. I don't think EXE is getting buffed, but I do feel you on EXE. I love playing him, but God, can he be painful. What's your favorite dino outside of Spino and Rexy? Get that Rexy away from me, buddy. I don't stand Rexy. But my favorite dinosaur outside of that is Mipe Macrothorax, which probably nobody knows. I've got some questions from Hey Guys, It's Me MX. Also, I forgot to read the last name. Boomer Trap asked that question. But this question, MX, or full name, Hey Guys, It's Me MX. When is the sleep stream? Will you do the sleep stream? Play guest 1337 on stream. Have you thought about doing a sleep stream? For real though, I've got just one question. Okay, that's a real question. Okay, the other ones, no, I'm probably not going to do a sleep stream, because it'll literally just be me having a stream passively on. I've already played guest on stream. Also, okay, why'd you put it 1, 2, 3, 4 Q? What's with that? Again, getting sidetracked. Will you ever decide to do YouTube full-time and make money off of it? Maybe, but no promises. Also, I'm looking in the replies right now. He said 2 questions, not 4. I'll make sure to mute you next stream. I gotta... Yep, MX. I give you full permission to mute him. From Seek... Ankle? Is that supposed to be Angel? Anyways, from Seek, congrats, Maz. It's great to see how far you've come from just the meme comps. I am not the meme guy. I'm glad you started streaming because you're a real nice guy, and I'm glad to join your Discord. You've got a pretty nice community. Thank you. I appreciate that. With that out the way, number 1. Have been at all time... At what... Jesus! Have been at all been enjoying Forsaken over PC2 or vice versa. I think I enjoy the games equally. Are you excited for any upcoming Jurassic or Godzilla media? Always. And 3, would you dare look over your shoulder? So badly. Question from Fake Error. What made you become a content creator for Pillar Chase 2? I'm pretty sure I answered that earlier, but I'll reiterate again. I just wanted to teach people how to play the game. Also, like literally before I was tempted to post my first video and I had it all edited, I literally just stopped and said to myself, you know what? Let's just post it and let's see how far I go. That was the difference between me becoming a content creator and not. Just me saying, fuck it, I'll just post it and see how far we get. Like I'll just make content and see how far I get. And we've gotten to here. Question 2. When does the Fake Error and Mazm war stop? When one of us stops living Fake Error. Or at least until it stops getting me views. Question from Donut Strange. If you went into Pillar Chase in real life, what monster would you want to face? That's actually a hard question, because I would not want to face any monsters. That would be terrible. You know what? Nah. I would face Springtrap so I can beat his ass. I hate Springtrap. I would beat him in a fight with no problems. Question from Cogfinder. Questinations. Number 1. Do you ever just wake up and feel the Nalonic is in you? Can't say that I have. When is the no living metal line in stream? Dead Rails? No promises on Dead Rails. I've heard it's a good game, though. Question 1. Fish. Sorry, it's a reoccurring issue I have. And 2. What's your favorite show? Favorite show? Currently, Arcane, because I've just been watching it a lot recently. It's pretty good. Question from Rosie, aka Delta. Have you ever considered doing this full time, and do you enjoy making videos and streaming? That's all. Thanks for all you and your community have done to help me make a better person. I am so glad you asked that. Because will I ever start making money off the videos? Maybe. Considering it full time? Not as much. I've seen a lot of people do content full time, and I've seen how it just absolutely kills all the joy and happiness they get out of making videos, which I do want to enjoy. And I do want to state I love making videos and streaming so much, even though I do slack off a lot. Question from Dambo. Thoughts on Pillar Chase as a whole? And who's the best PC2 YouTuber besides FlipUp? He's goated too. Thoughts on Pillar Chase as a whole? I mean, to sum it up, a really amazing game, great design characters, a pretty good community. That's all I can really say, And who's the best PC2 YouTuber? I couldn't possibly pick. I've met so many amazing people just from making videos alone. I could not pick between all the content creators. They're all lovely people. What's your opinion on 1x1? Oh, sorry. Question from Burger Patty Cake. I love 1x1. I don't care how much my community hates on him. He's such a fun character to use. Question from Dread Ducky. Good job on reaching 6K. Anyways, what Godzilla design do you think is underrated? Without a doubt, Godzilla Singular Point. Literally nobody talks about him, and when they do, they're just talking about fictional forms that only exist in the manga. So. Question from Jackson. How do you feel you made it this far? I feel a little... Disbelief is not a word, but it's a great way to describe it. I still find it a bit, surreal, I guess is a better way to put it. It doesn't feel like I actually got 6K. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. That's, the best way I can describe it. It's a weird feeling of, I don't believe I actually made it to 6K, even though I did. Question from Twiddlesarker. That's not a question. They just said congrats on 6 subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Get your comment hearted. Have you ever watched Murder Drones? If not, will you watch it on stream? I actually have seen Murder Drones before, and I can't really do much React content on stream, although I am planning to try to make a React content work for something coming up. We'll see how it goes, though. Miss Shifty Eyes. What games do you like to play a ton besides the ones you play on the channel? I play Kaiju Arisen a lot. I play Dead by Daylight a lot. I don't know. I don't really play tons of games. I kind of pick a handful of games and then jump between them when one gets boring, Congrats on 6K. I just want to ask, how are you doing? Soggy Pretzel, I am doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Question from Squashy. Congrats on 6K. What's your favorite skin in Forsaken? Do you even have to ask? Obviously, it's Champion 1X. That chase theme is just so good. Question from Ratchet. Chicken Jockey. Okay, buddy, pack it up. But actually, what's your least favorite kaiju or something? I can't really say I have a least favorite. Yeah, I don't really have a least favorite, to be honest. Just ones I don't care for. Question from Ink. If you could bring one thing from fiction to real life, what would it be? My father. Question from Ovaf. I don't have one. Congrats on 6K. Thank you, I appreciate it. Question from the Peanut Man. Yummers. Question from Little Lynx. Are you making any more For Noobs videos for Pillar Chase? If yes, who's next? If no, how come? So, I don't know if you guys know, but the For Noobs videos, I'm still gonna make them. It's still gonna happen, but it's only gonna be for characters I really like, because it takes forever to make those videos. Like, the amount of editing, the amount of footage I have to get, and not just that, but to make a For Noobs video, I have to know how to play the character. So I can't just get footage and then write a script, which I'm terrible at writing scripts, and then record all that. I have to actually play the character for a lengthy amount of time to completely master their kit, so I actually know what I'm talking about. So, yes, there will be For Noobs videos, but only for characters I really like, or I feel like the community needs to know how to play, that I already know how to play. Question from Yeah. Why did you slow down the meme videos? Well, the meme videos have been slowed down because I only add, like, actual funny memes, or at least memes I find funny enough or quality enough to add. And as I went on and was collecting more and more clips and stuff, and also making a couple of clips myself, I realized that the quality videos, I was kind of just using them up. Like, I was running out of videos to add. It's crazy to say, but I was literally using up all the quality videos. It was hard to find ones that weren't just crappy shitposts or something. So, naturally, instead of just starting to collect crappy ones, I just decided they aren't going to be weekly anymore. I'm just going to wait, slowly collect quality memes, and then just drop a nice big meme compilation. And number 2, how do you feel about the current state of PC2 and Forsaken? Currently, I am content with both. I don't have any problems, gripes, or complaints. I think both teams are developing their games really well. They're all going in a positive direction, and I have hope for the future. Question from Puzzle Memes. Congratulations. Also, how do you feel about the PC2 April Fool's update? Baldy. Question from Pickles. Are you sure? Do you enjoy playing Forsaken? I do. Jesus, that voice crack. My voice is dying right now. Do you enjoy playing Forsaken? Yes, I do. It is very fun. Are you sure? What is this guy doing? I don't know, maybe, oh, I got one. Ain't no way. This boy dedicated a whole question just to figure out another question. Will you make a Marvel Rivals video? The last time I played Marvel Rivals, no one forgot what I did. So I don't think we will. And question, why is number 4 a link? It's because you put a period there. Wait, why is it a link? What does it go to? Oh, that's an actual link. Okay, I'm not going to that. Hell no. I do not want to get hacked or something. Question from Shiromi. What is the next step of the operation, sir? To get to 10k viewers. By the way, good reference. Question from Rickster. Here's my question. Get 100 Jason. I would rather die. Question from Spring Satire. When is the baby due? I'm not sure. We might have to ask Bing on this one. If you're offended in any way, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. That's hilarious. We're gonna have to ask Bing on that one. I think he'd know. Question from Moneymap. Mazm, did Mr. Freaky Lingo Dingo Doon Nin Goon lived? What? Also get MX Diamond. No. Go away. Question from Gorosaurus. Am I cool? You are very cool. And in fact, boom. You get a heart. There you go. Why did you decide to become Mazm, Kiryu, or Nilo? I am not Niloticus, and I am not Kiryu, and you can't prove it. Why do you like 1x1 so much? Because he's a fun character, one of the best chase themes in the game, and the better you are with him, the more it shows. Like, if you're really good with the character, that skill will actually pay off, and it feels so good. Funkly Kunkly, do you feel the alpha inside you? Okay, yeah, absolutely, I do. Question from Sin. Do you also feel like PC2 could use more work to be playable? No. I think it is perfectly fine as is. It doesn't need more work. Okay, well actually, let me reiterate. It is currently perfectly playable. As is, Pillar Chase 2 is perfectly playable. It's not like a broken game that needs to be worked on to be playable. It's playable now. It's great. Question from Gamer. Do you have bronchitis? Why do you want to know? Wait, hold on. I just realized something. Go back up. We've got game error, and then we've got fake error. I'm seeing a connection here. I don't think it's a coincidence. Anyways, question from Silly Goober. Why don't you add people on Roblox? I've always wondered why you don't add people. I don't add people solely for the reason when I'm doing my live streams, because first of all, I can just turn joins on. I don't gotta like add every single person, then like leave, go into a game, play it, leave, go add a handful of people, go back to the game. I could just turn joins on and let people do what they do. Also, I want to keep my friends list clean, because when I'm playing off stream, I forget to turn my joins off sometimes, and I would rather not have a flood of a bunch of people coming in and like targeting me on purpose or something. I don't know. Sounds ridiculous, but it's happened. And finally, question from Cat Maz. So you know I'm the better Maz, right? I should look at these replies. Yeah. Cog Finder said it all. I am the better Mazm, not you.